Yesterday after entering the arena, I heard a blast. I headed to the arena to see the aftermath. An attack that causes damage beyond the moon cell's capability to repair. You were very lucky. You would never have survived such an attack. If it hit you, you'd be dead right now. I wonder if that's really true. Luck only goes so far. Did my enemy miss on purpose? If so, what would the reason be? I stare blankly at the scars on the wall and I hear a voice call me from behind. Thank goodness you're safe, Hakuno. Ronnie, what is this? Yesterday after you went to the arena, a massive detonation was heard in the area. I came to check out the situation and I came across this. Did something happen yesterday? I explained what happened to me to an increasingly worried Ronnie. After running to the arena to escape a sudden feeling of death, I heard a loud blast. After the explosion, the sense of the enemy's presence suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. Interesting. At the moment a person enters the arena, they are completely defenseless. If that was their intent, then it would seem the enemy would go to any lengths to see you dead. However, I couldn't tell you why this attack failed. As she continues to speak, Ronnie keeps running her hands over the crater on the wall. Suddenly, she stops dead. She must have noticed something. I can feel the remnants of a powerful rune. That's what must have caused this explosion. Rune. If I remember correctly, runes are lesser charms frequently used in the past. They are now considered weak and powerless. I thought it was a weapon at first, but it seems related to thaumaturgy instead. If that's the case, then our opponent's servant would be a caster, maybe? No, not necessarily. Runes were used by Celtic warriors, so it might not be a caster at all. In this case, I guess it was a warrior who used runes to enhance a physical attack. Information about my enemy's attacks. It's not their class, but any info is better than none. Thank you, Ronnie. I give my thanks. As I give my thanks, she lowers her head and softly says yes. However, it seems strange that your enemy would give up so quickly after their ambush failed. Your opponent managed to survive this long. I can't see how they managed to miss you. This is only a guess on my part, but maybe your opponent really doesn't wish to face you. Doesn't wish to face me, but there are only enemies to be found in the Holy Grail War. Well, except maybe Ronnie. I wonder if there's a reason for this conflict. All that awaits the loser is virtual death. It was a hypothesis, nothing more. Sorry if it didn't seem quite rational. However, Ronnie closed her eyes and took a deep breath, as if she was trying to relax. Almost immediately, her inscrutable demeanor returned. Oh, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Could you spare a few minutes later? With a final shy glance, Ronnie turns and walks away. I wonder what she wants. I'll be sure to talk to Ronnie later. As I try to organize what I know, I realize that I don't have enough information. The enemy hasn't left any clues. At least with Julius, the servant might have been invisible, but the master was conspicuous. This time, both are mysteries. It's pointless to speculate. It's noon. Maybe I'll go to the cafeteria to nourish my brain. Let's see. Out of curiosity. Oh, that's not what I meant to check. Status. Okay, I do have skill points. I wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember if I gained a level if I spent them yet or not. Have a saber real quick. Wait a sec, did I just hear what I think I heard? The line is fine, the killing, that's cool. But wasn't something indecent sandwiched in there?
なんだそのかわいそうな子を見るような目は。ライオン裸締め殺しだ。こう獅子の首を右脇に抱えてゴキリと首の骨をだな。
She snapped its neck. She snapped a lion's neck. My saber, with her lithe, slender body, snapped the steely neck of a lion. We're talking before she became a legendary soul, right?
それはその形には素早く持っていったのだが。
Saber looks away sheepishly. Yeah, somebody was exaggerating.
ちゃんと気絶させたぞ。誓って言うが、勝負は世の勝ちだったのだ。だが、頸骨はさすがに硬かったというか。
Saber starts bombastically, then trails off in silence. Thank God she's not some kind of lion decapitator, just some sort of ancient pro wrestler.
プロレスラーではない。ヘラクレスの偉業を真似ただけだ。あの男にできて世にできないはずがないと証明したかったのだ。まあ市民には不要であったが。
Saber's shoulders slump at the unpleasant memory. But wow, what a megalomaniacal emperor she must have been to view Heracles as a rival. Let's look around a beat. Well, there's not a lot of NPCs to look for. Ronnie's probably right up here, right? No, she's not actually. She's probably in the cafeteria then. Alright, there's the library, right? I don't keep forgetting that's the place. Might as well level up real quick. Agility to D at the very least. Wondering if I should level up luck at all, just because I'm wondering if Gay Bulge is based on luck at all. Let's put a couple points into it. Maybe get it up to rank D or something, and then we could just pump the rest into defense or something. Because it looks like it's going to take a shit ton of points before attack goes up anymore. Alright. Just check out the library real quick before going to the commissary. You know, I noticed that the NPC over here hasn't been here for a while. That's kind of weird. Oh, okay, well, the one in here is not there either. Alright then. Ah, Hakuno, it's you. Did you perhaps come here to buy lunch? As I entered the cafeteria, I bump into Ronnie, who seems uncharacteristically flustered. I want to try my hand at creating food and, well, would you like to try some? Creating food. Why does that innocent phrase sound so ominous? Wait a sec, Ronnie said create. Did she use alchemy to make lunch?
Hi.
Well, it took me a while, but it was my first time doing this and all. No need to worry though, all the ingredients are safe for human consumption. Maybe. As much as that brief pause disturbs me, her simple gesture of friendship makes me happy. Her show of kindness reminds me of my life before being forced into this brutal struggle. Why don't we eat in the classroom? I'll go first and set it up before you arrive. With a final polite farewell, Ronnie turns and walks away. It seems she's happier than before. It was surprising to see her act so kind, especially considering her normal formal demeanor. Well, I should head up to the classroom before Ronnie's lunch goes cold. Can't wait to try it. Anything new in here? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just looking at the MP restoratives. Yeah, there's only restoratives for Master MP. I know there's a formal wear for Servant MP, but jeez. You gotta be very careful about what you use your servants for. Oh hey Akino, I've been expecting you. It's all ready. Hello there. And you too, Ronnie. Akino, I made something just for you. You don't want to insult me by not trying it, would you? Green Tosaka, the school idol, making me lunch. What's gotten into everyone? Oh, don't act so surprised. Consider it a gesture of goodwill from a fellow master. Gesture of goodwill. Fair enough, I can accept that. Why don't we all eat together? Eh? Oh dear God. You really don't have a clue, do you? Well, shall we, my dear Ronnie? After that brief exchange, we all sat down and began to eat our lunches both girls had made. Having never tried Egyptian food, Ronnie's lunch seemed very exotic, with unusual spices and flavors. On the other side of the culinary spectrum, Tosaka's lunch was primarily Chinese food. Akino, try some of this. No, let me feed you, I insist. Rin proceeds to shove some shrimp and chili, some of the shrimp and chili sauce she made into my mouth. It was really, really good. Gee. If you like that, wait until you try this. It's a spring roll. It was incredibly delicious. Yeah, I almost said incredibly dangerous. Incredibly delicious. Words cannot adequately describe how good it was. Hey, you have to try this too. Then she hands me what looks like a perfect Chinese dumpling. Wow, everything tasted so good. Ronnie, why don't you try some? As soon as I said those words... Thanks, but no thanks. Standing up with alarming speed, Ronnie begins to hastily pack up the lunch she'd made. Ronnie? Hey, is there something wrong? It's nothing. I've had enough for now, so I should probably just leave. She's almost completely out of the room before her last sentence comes to an end. She seems not quite herself. Was it something I said? Ah, she ran away. I didn't realize she was that serious. I was just trying to get her to think things through a little, but I guess that went a little too far. Of course, my servant decides that this is a perfect time to make our presence known. The way you handled that situation with those girls greatly disappoints me. To make matters worse, your behavior was boorish and insensitive to the extreme. She obviously went through the great deal of trouble just to make something special for you. And though she may be our enemy, I feel like you should make amends somehow. Perhaps with a gift of salt. Your inability to appreciate the subtleties of a woman's emotions is appalling. Now go after her. After being thoroughly berated by my servant, I found myself bolting out of the classroom. But despite my best efforts, I was unable to find her that day and make things right. What I did to Ronnie at lunch was pretty thoughtless. I need to find her and apologize. Now I need to find her. This is an odd day. Got any commentary on the saber? Saber plays with the hem of her red dress as she speaks. What could she want to set straight? I don't know Saber perfectly, but I'm no ignoramus.
世の服装のことだ。英霊の中には少女の身でありながら、生涯を男装で過ごした騎士王もいると聞く。
Yeah, Arturia.
結果史実では男性と記されたとか。おそらく民を滑る手段として性別を隠したのであろう。あっぱれな心意気だが、世が男装を好むのはそれとは理由が違う。世は皇帝であるために男装をしているわけではない。単にこの格好が好きなだけだ。
Now I'm seeing her flamboyant side. Why did Saber bring this up? Is it important that I know her cross-dressing? Or rather, her dressing habits? She's implying that...
単に男も女も大好きなのだ。世は性別に関係なく人間というものを愛している。なのでおかしな勘違いはしないようにな。世は男であろうと女であろうと気に入った人間には尽くすのだ。
Saber puffs her chest proudly, apparently immune to any pricks of the conscience on the matter. Oh man, should I consider her remarkably humanitarian or polymorphously perverse? Just when I think I've gotten to know her, she pushes aside a curtain to reveal more mysteries. Yeah, we don't need to say it quite yet. Oh hey, there's you. Whoever it is, they aren't letting you know. Pretty smart of them. Wish I'd tried that. Oh hi Hakino, I've heard the news. There's more to you than meets the eye. You're really growing up. Warms the cockles of my heart, even in the middle of this war. That guy right there is the other master, isn't he? I mean, shouldn't he know? Does he not know that Leo's his opponent? Have you obtained the required cipher keys yet? If not, make haste to the arena. I ran all around the school searching in vain for Ronnie, and here she is at her usual spot. First, I ought to apologize for what happened at noon. I'm sorry, Ronnie. Whatever do you mean? Ronnie looks displeased. Darn, I knew it. She's still angry. I still tell her how my servant lectured me afterward, and what I realized. I didn't mean to slight Ronnie's cooking. It was inexcusable of me to brush Ronnie off like that. It was even worse to have said such an insensitive thing. I'll be more sensitive in the future, so if she can find it in her heart to forgive me. Having run clean out of ways to apologize, I await her response with bated breath. Do you regret what you've done? Deeply. Next time, you'll eat what you have been given? Of course I promise. I understand. You were forgiven. Thank goodness. Ronnie's smile soothes my nerves. Is there anything I can do as a token of my apology? Yes, or rather, I have something that I meant to talk to you over lunch, so please listen up. Gotcha. Tell me whatever you want. There's no information on the enemy this time. We were able to dig up some more on the Scorpion than this. Yes, the sole clue remains the hole of the first floor wall. It is more important than ever that you do everything in your power to prepare for the upcoming fight. Actually, I've been preparing formal wear for you. I can give it to you tomorrow. She's been making me something? And meanwhile, that is all I wish to talk to you about. It would hinder your search of the arena to talk further. Yeah, I ought to head to the arena as soon as I can. Oh, but there's something I should say before I leave. Thank you. I gazed into Ronnie's eyes and let her know my words were sincere.
Hi.
You're welcome. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Time to go to the arena. Wait, what was she saying? Take care, explore the arena. Start maybe hidden by clouds. I don't think there's anybody outside anymore. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to check. Just save real quick again. Just to be on the safe side. If I'm going to the same floor, it's probably just going to be just me grinding.
相手の出方がとんとわからぬ。あ。
Okay. It looks like it's going to be the same floor, so. We don't have a clue to our opponent's identity. That can't possibly be good. Since investigating would be futile right now, we should focus on training in the arena. Indeed, we must do what we can now. It may be boring, but it is an important task nonetheless. Have you prepared for entering the arena? If we're to train, we must have the necessary items. I think I'm pretty fine on items. Almost looks like a crater. As a result of the opposing servant's noble phantasm, the power of the ruins scared me.
なかなかの活躍だったぞ。
Yeah, nothing interesting happened in the arena. No cutscenes or anything. Gain 1 level. Really about it. Had to run around in circles, so wait for them to respawn. You do not have to tell me. I'm perfectly aware 3 days have passed and we still know nothing. To rely on that woman's formal wear runs counter to my values, but I shall permit it. However, if you have bolstered my strength, such a thing would be unnecessary. You know what you must do. Devote yourself to the arena and apply me to the usual magic. From thaumaturgy, unique to Northern Europe, its foundation of this craft is engraving of the words of power into stone and to induce various mystical events. It's believed that this ability has been lost to time. I received notification that Ronnie's formal wear is ready, so I go to where she is. Thank you for meeting me. I've been waiting for you. This is the Scarlet Formal Wear. It contains a magic amplification mechanism built by Atlas. It is the sole item bestowed upon me by my professor for this war. It's my trump card. Is it really okay for me to take something important from her?
Hi.
It would be my honor to have you utilize this gift. After all, I can no longer do so myself. I understand. It will be my honor to use such a generous gift to the best of my ability. Let's see. The formal wear was originally prepared for me. If you were to use it, Hakuno, you'll have to gain approval from the formal wear. Approval from the formal wear? She's talking as if like it's alive. That could be possible considering we're talking about alchemy. It is not alive per se. If you're not strong enough, it will reject you. You could say you must overcome its immune system. The formal wear will acknowledge you as its owner if you can prove yourself against a strong enemy. It will only work if your adversary is strong. Alright, I'll send my transmission from my terminal. Right, to the arena then. Second cipher key. My challenge is set before me. Okay, I'll head toward the arena. So you have as many strong enemies as you can while in the arena. If I find anything, I'll contact you in terminal. Fight an opponent enough times and you'll start to see an attack pattern emerge. But that means you'll end up taking damage, so you'll always keep a close eye on your remaining strength. I'm starting to get annoyed with the trimmer enemies, the mouths, because I think I have like 8 attack patterns on them right now. So you managed to confiscate the offending magazine. Good work. Speaking of work, do you have a minute? Hakuno, you have time to help out your beloved teacher, right? Penny? Pound? Pish posh, I'm talking about food. Someone's been deleting food data. Didn't matter to me until I realized those were some good recipes being deleted. But all's not lost. It seems deleted data can be recovered in the arena within 2 days. So would you kindly search the arena and find the data for 2 dishes within the 6th round? Okay. The Holy Grail observes the Earth from a position of disinterest, as it always has. In doing so, it has accumulated a record of the creation of life, evolution, and civilization. Toko first. Yep, nothing new. Alright, let's continue bumping up luck for right now. Oh, we got all our skills, nice. Good to know. Good, so my formal glory has been restored. Yeah. Alright, we'll hold off for right now. Oops. Let's see what our last skill is. That's not what I meant to do. Welcome of the court. Damages enemy requires Noble Phantasm, okay. things become bad, I might use that against Lancer. We'll see. Let's see. Nobody here is to be expected. It looks like that Mapo Tofu was only there for like 1 day. Well, it looks like he came across a rare piece of formal wear somewhere. But something is missing. If you can figure out what, the ultimate power might be yours. Let's save real quick. Before we run back inside the arena and everything. Alright, what kind of trial am I doing to do today? Okay, so some golems. Something wants to kill us. I can feel the predatory intent. It's the enemy servants nearby. It is good to win the formal wearer's approval, but don't forget that our current opponent may come after us. Saber is right as always. Gaining the formal wearer approval won't mean anything if I'm dead. I should proceed to explore the arena, but with caution. Oh boy. Invisible paths and all that good stuff. There it is, the source of the malignant aura we have felt in the arena. What is that? Can't be a servant. It resembles an effigy from the preliminaries all too well. Perhaps it has been endowed with servant's abilities and has been sent to collect triggers. How thorough. Our enemy truly does intend to remain anonymous until the elimination battle. The enemy master is thorough. First they alter the bulletin board, then they send an effigy to explore the arena. If we fight that effigy, we'll gain information of some kind. Where'd he go? Okay. Let's take a look at my notes to see if this matches anything I got. I don't think it matches anything I got, damn it. Let's try it. Okay, we win. Good, more info. That's always good. Of course. Break attack, break attack, break attack. What? Like that? Maybe? Yes. That was also not on my list. God, there's so... These things have so many different attacks. Okay, get big circle. That's what I thought. Alright, that's our point. Just checking back over here. Alright. Oh good, we win already.
奮闘したな。大事な探索を続けよう。
Try this way first. No, okay. Anything I don't know, I'm just gonna guard.
よい、始め
Be on
よ
the safe side.
う。さて、無礼
Ah, okay, I can paralyze normal.
な。さて、
Wondering where that random paralysis came at one time.
風と消えよ。
So we can just inflict it normally. Gotcha.
剣を振るうても踊るというもの。もっと蓄えるがよい。
Okay. Secondary path. Let's check that first.
なんという色彩の乱舞だろう。例えるなら、そう、ヨガストレス解消。ああ、もうまとわりつくな。 よい、始めよう。硬いな。よしとしよう。大事な探索を続けよう。
Oh, we get more of these guys.
ああ、もうまとわりつくな。共に勝利を。
These guys are always easy and they get the most amount of experience points out of all these enemies. As they did on the previous floor.
風と消えよ。もう少し楽しませよ。
It's gotta be thorough. Whew. So many paths in this one. Oh, okay, firewall. Okay, assuming that it's doing the same on both sides. That one's like, what's it card? Looks like it.
行くぞマスター。さて返上するぞ。受けるがよい。風と消えよ。こうしているだけでも弱は。ああ、もうまとわりつくな。
Doesn't matter, I just need 3 attacks in a row in order to win.
風と消えよ。そなたの前だ。剣を振るうても踊るというもの。
Let's come back a little bit, because I can see it's just standing there right now. I have a feeling that thing is going to be pretty tough. Oh, and Nephilim. Oh. Well, okay, there's other spots to check before going after that thing. Those things usually worry me quite a bit. Okay, so we explored this side already. Alright, I guess we gotta go after Mr. Nephilim. Just need to be a little bit careful. I don't want to get a game over. Even though it wouldn't take me very long to get back over here, considering how easy the enemies have been up to this point. Of course. Once again. Jerk. I don't know this attack pattern at all, period. Let's try guard attack. Send our applause. Break, break. Heal. Guard. Oh god.
程度があろう。この剣舞そなたに高いな。程度があろう。
Damn it. Figures.
生きろマスター。
I hate these things. Let's try this again.
行くぞ。
Of course. Shit. Guard. Applause. Heal. Guard. Buster.
共に勝利を。さて程度があろう。さあ踊ってもらうぞ。
That worked really well. Nice. Okay. At this point, it might be better just to use Thunder's Applause right off the bat. Attack Buster. It shouldn't matter after this point because it'll be dead. Okay. Yeah, even if it guarded the first one, it was good. Nice. Good, now I can move on. Alright, let's see what we got up here. Okay. Like a good soldier was waiting to attack us. This thing is giving off ascendience, unlike the enemy programs I've fought so far. Saber deflects the maelstrom of attacks that the Effigy unleashes. The force of that weapon. Make no mistake, we're facing an Effigy endowed with the power of a servant. Raise yourself, Master. In a beautiful dance of blades, we will coax out its true identity. It's counted as a servant in this case? Oh shit, we know nothing about him. Okay. Even worse. Guard, guard, attack. Buster. This is to prevent her from getting a 3-hit attack string on me. All I have to do is survive. Shit. Use the right setting sun. Shit. This is not going too well. Shit. Fuck. Oh, thank God. 9 hit points! We made it. Saber's chest is heaving from the enemy's relentless blows as Seraph terminates the fight. Remarkable, it expresses much fury without unleashing a noble phantasm. Praetor, behold a masterpiece. Thanks for the backup, Saber, but I could tell myself that for all the misery, this one's a great hero. Praetor, this fight has made me realize we face a Lancer, just as the girl said. Let's retire with that information. Who knows what trap lies ahead if we dawdle here. The lack of information we have on our enemy will be the end of us. If this master can remotely control a servant copy, they'll keep finding ways to hinder us. We should stop for the day and come up with a strategy. Yeah, it looks like we can't go beyond that point. First time I actually used one of those. Magic. Nullifies minor spells consisting of a chance of 2 versus or less and effective against high-level thaumaturgy and greater rituals. Martial A to C. Increases vitality when in deadly peril. Makes it possible to fight even with fatal injuries and remain alive as long as found decisive blow isn't struck. The ability rank of this skill has been temporarily reduced as his master chose to boost his overall endurance at the expense of this ability. Oof. So battle continuation. I go where Ronnie is and tell her what happened yesterday. Interesting, a Dalek copies the servant. This master is thorough with suppressing information. I'm glad you returned safely. From what you've said, the enemy this time is incredibly powerful. Looks like a light bulb goes on in Ronnie's head. Now that you fought them, did you find out the class of the enemy servant? A sharp thrusting attack like that probably came from a Lancer. Even disguised and without seeing their noble phantasm, it's obvious. A Lancer. I see. Ronnie is silent in thought for a moment, eyes downturned before turning to look at me. There's something I have to tell you about that doll. It's just difficult to speak here, so please come to the nurse's office in the evening. Something we can't discuss here. What could it be? Seems very serious about this, so something must be up. In any case, I'll go to the nurse's office this evening. The hunt for the enemy's identity and the search for the trigger have been fruitless. 4 days in and all I know is that the enemy master uses runes and has a Lancer. There's no doubt that they are a top-notch hacker. It's irritating to have a deficit of decisive information, but I guess I just have to deal. Fortunately, I have a great ally in Ronnie. She said that she wanted to talk this afternoon. She said she'd be waiting in the nurse's office. Anything to say to me, Saber? Oh, okay. Alright, look around real quick, talk to whoever. Oh, it's you. You still don't know the identity of your opponent? Don't forget, it could be me. By the way, have you done the Mr. Fujimura asked yet? If you want to play through again, you have my blessing. Do you have any pressing business to attend to in the arena? If you do, you should be on your way, as you don't have time to waste. And I gotta get that thing from Taiga. Unfortunately, the Lancer thingy is blocking my path. Let's check the courtyard just to be on the safe side. I don't think I gained a level. No, okay. Just want to make sure. But we'll check Toko and Alco anyway. At least Toko anyways. There's a master who uses a doll. It wasn't provided by the system, so they must have constructed it themselves. What skill? Doubt she has anything to say to me, but you never know. Okay. As soon as I arrive in the nurse's office, Ronnie grabs me and pulls me behind the bedside curtains. She's close enough that her sweet scent makes me a little dizzy. I apologize for pulling you in. There's something I wish to say that I don't wish to, or overheard. It's about the doll you said that attacked you yesterday. It would be undesirable for the master who controls the doll to eavesdrop on our conversation. The doll exhibits the traits of a Lancer class, does it? I see. Then I'll be able to overlay an anti-Lancer firewall bypass onto your servant. It should allow you some degree of parity when in fighting that doll. How is it possible that Ronnie has some sort of spell or tool that targets only Lancers? That means what? Ronnie casts her eyes down and stumbles over her words. No, I'm glad I prepared in such an event. I will be of service in any way I can, Hakuno. Please allow me to do just that. Saying that, Ronnie cups my face in her hands and leans in. Frozen stiff, I can only watch as she leans in closer. Ronnie gets closer. My heart races, and then her forehead taps against mine. A duplicate of thought, a duplicate of nature. My cheeks tingle as something flows through them. It has to be the anti-Lancer firewall bypass. It rapidly courses through my magic circuits, making its way to my servant. Ronnie shifts away. The code transferred successfully. So says the girl in front of me. Huh, how long has it been since the two of us have conspired like this in the nurse's office? A thought popped into my mind. Whatever. Yes, I recall that at the time, I felt that I had lost all purpose and was just an empty shell. But for a bit after you saved me, I thought of you as a shadow of my professor, someone to obey. After spending more time with you, I came to realize I had my own thoughts and opinions. Ronnie's thoughts and opinions. I wonder what they... Would you like to know? Well, I guess so. That is a secret. You should be able to eliminate that doll now. Please survive and come back to me. You changed the topic, but at least you gave me what I need to take out that doll. Okay, I'll head to the arena. There's hardly any preparation time left now. There's a student over there. No items of any interest. Too difficult to get back over there. It has returned. The Effigy has come to hinder us again. Fortunately, I feel the effect of the firewall bypass coursing through my system, giving me strength. I must find that construct and dismantle it. You know, I probably should have written down the Effigy's attack patterns and stuff. Effigy. Well, I'll do that now. I mean, technically I could go back to my recording and figure it out, but whatever. Let's deal. Alright, let's get over there. We can ignore the mouth in it. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna bump into at least one of them, maybe. Birds, on the other hand, give good experience, so. Oh, this is... Really? Jeez, I didn't know they could do it that way, too. Oh, it's right there. So you show yourself, Effigy. I don't know what caliber of legendary soul you are, but to hide is pitiful. I'll pulverize you and extract your identity. Cheat me imitation.
やや客受けが悪そうだな。これは。いざ。
Okay. I don't know what the first thing is, but I'm going to pull off I'm going to use a thunderous applause. And then we'll just like that. Okay, yeah, okay, not necessary to write down its attack patterns now. I let it flee. I can tell the treatment is taking effect. If our enemy is a lancer, we'll be at an advantage. But the effigy is an imitation. Knowing that the real thing could be much more powerful, I feel I ought to remain wary. Come, we have yet to acquire the cipher keys or challenge an enemy for the formal wearer's approval. Still a cipher key at large, not much time to collect it. We better explore now. Also, I should search for an enemy that the formal wearer will approve of, if possible. Maybe it's due to Seraph's intervention, but the formal wearer didn't react to the effigy. I still need to search for the triggers and get approval from the formal wearer. I'll do whatever it takes. Nephilim is not here anymore. Guess we can continue through the silly dungeon. Okay, first thing is attack, damn it, of course. It could be in any direction, so let's try. Like that. Figures. Of course. Oh, and we win. So that was good. For a second I thought that fish was an enemy. Same with that one. Okay. New area place. Oh, what? Formal wearer reaction detected. Is there a powerful enemy nearby? Ryan's transmission prompts me to scan the area. That's when it happens. Oh. I can sense the potency of the enemy's aura, even from here. That foe should be enough to gain the formal wearer's approval. But if you engage in it in combat, be cautious. It may be more dangerous than some servants. Shit. Ryan's preaching to the choir. Even I'm not sure if I'd rather stay or run from this potent aura. What greater spectacle could I ask for to dance with my blade against the king of the sea? Let's go. My blade will slice the blubbery hide of that mammoth monster into slivers. Just... Alright. Let's go for it. Why not? Weight. Oh, it's one of those types of... Okay, so it has weights on it. That's Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Let's see. Guard weight, blank, blank, blank weight. Buster. Yeah, that's a pretty good amount of health. Figures. Okay, we need to take care of that. And of course we don't know what its attacks are, so let's try attack. Yeah, it didn't specify anything special on it. Okay, so... Wait. Maybe it does weight on its second attack no matter what. And its last attack, because it has weight on this last one too. And the golems did the exact same shit. So let's see. Blank, break, break, wait. Okay, try this. Damn, I didn't have time to write down all that stuff. Everything went too fast. So, but something like that, yeah. So, okay, so it doesn't have a specification of how it does this thing. Why not? Let's finish it off in style. Oh, that killed it already. Good experience too. A spectacle it was indeed. Not bad entertainment if I do say so. Is the formalware reacting? To Saber's insistence, I checked the formalware slots in the terminal. Scarlet formalware is stored as a program and my computer seems to come alive. I'm reading that it responded. I'll send the approval program in just a moment. Address confirmed, port connected, session opened, presentation on, application executed. Terminal whines as the formalware bugs into the program Ronnie sent. Will it work? Right as I'm starting to worry, Ronnie alerts me of the approval's completion. The approval's finalized. By altering the Holy Grail through the back door, increasing the power of one's codecast as possible. Please equip it. This seems promising. Try equipping it. I thank Ronnie and terminate the transmission chain. This equipment is supposed to be Ronnie's. It's hot carter designed by the Atlas Institute. There's no doubt in my mind that it's a really high quality item. I'll try it on in a moment. I was just checking to see what she was saying. Okay, so what does it do? Master's MP increased by 100. Heals HP and cure status. That's pretty nice. Costs 70 MP though. That's the only thing that's making me a little sad. Let's move this one to something else. Field attack. Put that on for now. So how much? Yeah, that's a lot of MP if I want to use that. Okay. I'll try some of these out. Okay. This area over here is done.
したな。そなたの前だ。剣を振るうても踊るというもの。
Go on blocking each side. Okay.
よい、始めろ。させぬ、ふん、よしとしよう。今の剣もようやく本調子か。
Phalanx. Okay. Phalanx. I wonder if they're like the previous ones, where they always wait on turns 3 and 4. If I remember correctly, it uses completely different attacks on both of these. Of course, this is a different type, so I don't know if that's going to be accurate. So you use that on there just to be on the safe side. Attack on that one. Shield, break. Probably should have wrote down its attack patterns. Okay, yeah, it definitely waited on that attack. Choose crystal ball. Okay. Oh, wow. Displays completed area map. Oh, that's nice. Not an MP2 if I want to focus on pure healing, which I kind of want to do. I'm cool with that. Okay, so let's see. Let's try that. Attack. Guard. Just so I can get some attack patterns, I'm gonna write these down. I'm pretty sure it's going to wait on turns 3 and 4, like they did before. So hopefully this doesn't screw me over. Yep, guard. Guard attack. Wait. Nope, that was break. Okay. So it only does it on turn 2. Gotcha. Just want to make sure. May have retrieved the triggers, but our enemy this time is stronger than Heracles. No, he's not. Well, he's Irish Heracles, but whatever. Never fear, when we take the Colosseum floor, I'll make you victorious.
解決だね。
Figured that was gonna happen. Trying to get the rest of this floor. There's one. I believe Taiga had 2 things that she wanted from this floor. Make sure there wasn't any like weird green ones or anything.
随分と長居をしたな。気持ちはわからぬでもないが、そろそろ戻らぬか。世は唐突に新鮮な魚介類が恋しくなった。行くぞ。
I think that'll just straight kill it.
任せよ。
Yeah, this is overkill.
さあ、踊
It was waiting on this turn anyways, damn it.
見事だ。世の操作。世の剣もようやく本調子。宝というのはいつ。これは。
That's everything, right? Oh, hey, it lets me know where the enemies are too. That's really nice. I might as well kill some enemies while I'm at it. Get a little more experience points before I run off. I'm just gonna leave. Not getting enough experience points to really warrant it. Oh, got everything on the second floor. Nice. We're at level 32, 34. So I'll be getting one more level through the last grind day.